Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I picked out 3 different gluten-free, sounds like they're ready now. I picked out 3 gluten-free mac and cheeses. So we've got Amy's, Trader Joe's, and Evol's. All right, I hear you, I hear you. I'm gonna get this out of the oven before it yells at me again and we can start eating. Okay, I want to eat them hot, so real quick, today, as promised, I'm going to answer all the questions that you guys answered for me. Thank you very much, by the way, last week. What is in my, there's a hair in my face, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to be answering those questions, and real quick, I just want to give you the stats on this. So this is the Trader Joe's, and for the entire container, it's 600 calories. This is Annie's. Sorry, Amy's. I keep calling it Annie's. Where are their nutrition facts? So this is 410 calories. I'll put the full macros below too for you. I just want to do this quick. And this is 430 calories. So let's start eating. I'll tell you what I think about the different macs. It's a little hot. Which one? Okay, let's start with Amy's. The pasta is actually like a good consistency. It might be a little soft, but not bad. I will say though that the cheese sauce is kind of like curdly. It's not as creamy as the picture said it was gonna look. Not a ton of cheesy flavor with that one. Let's try this one. Trader Joe's. The pasta is definitely cooked better in that one, so I think the cooking time is more spot on. It's not gummy. The cheese sauce is creamy. What I will say is there's some bits that are kind of crunchy on the pasta, and some that are just cooked normally, because not all of the pasta is like submerged in sauce. Which I don't necessarily mind, because it's kind of like breadcrumbs, but it's like, if you don't like eating undercooked pasta, which that's really what it is, I'm not sure you would necessarily like this one. Unless maybe you took it out of the oven and stirred it like halfway through cooking time. All right, let's try this one and then start the questions while I can keep eating. So this pasta is a little mushy still. The bacon, I mean, it tastes bacony, but I can't really find the bacon in here. And the bacon that I do find is kind of chewy and I don't know. It's got an okay creaminess. It's kind of like the cheese sauce is a little gummy. And honestly, it's a little under-seasoned for me. So flavor-wise, I've got to go with Trader Joe's. And the pasta that is cooked, like that was submerged, is cooked perfectly. So the pasta on top that's a little underdone, that's really the only negative for me with this. That, and I guess it could be a little bit cheesier, but it's cheesier than the other two. So Trader Joe's is the winner. Now let's get to the questions. The first question is, who do I admire the most and why? And I'm gonna go with, I wanna say my parents and Shane, all for different reasons. I admire my mom because she's so loving and caring, and she's very patient, and so I always learn a lot from her. She's also a super creative person and gets really excited about different ideas, and so yeah, I feel like my creative side kind of comes from her. I also admire my dad because he's so hardworking and he can set his mind on something and make it happen, and he just sticks to it for as long as he needs to make it happen. You know, he's always been employed more or less by himself, and I think that's kind of always what I have aspired to do, is work for myself. And then Shane, I admire him so much for so many reasons. He really grounds me, and he complements all of my qualities and the things that I didn't know that I needed. Like he is so regimented and I am not. And seeing him be regimented makes me want to be more regimented. Like, I hated making my bed in the morning, for instance, just something small. But since meeting him and seeing how like routine he is, and even if he doesn't want to do it, he does it, I decided I want to start doing this for me. And I actually really love making the bed in the morning now. Like, it's just part of my day. The other thing I really admire about him is that he is so honest. So even if it hurts him, he's honest and he's fair, and he's a strong competitor. Sorry, that's more things, but he's just, yeah, he really balances me out, and he's a good human, and he makes me want to be a good human too. Second question, what keeps me up at night? So many things is the answer. Everything. Anything and everything keeps me up. If I'm not doing as well business-wise, that keeps me up. Not knowing what to do next with that kind of stuff. If I got into a fight with somebody, or had a bad experience, I'll just replay it again and again in my head. And then, like, super randomly, I'll remember things that happened to me like 20 years ago that were so embarrassing, or that really upset me or whatever. And I'll concentrate on that for no good reason. So needless to say, my nighttime situation is not great until I started taking these CBD tablets, which I'm gonna start like telling you guys more about that soon. But since I started taking these CBD things, I am out in like 30 minutes. My body just feels less stressed and calms down. And I've been so much more regular, TMI maybe, but it has made me feel better like all around. So, lots of things keep me up at night. Hopefully nothing will keep me up at night anymore. What is my hobby passion? So, maybe some of you know this, but I have always been a singer. You know what? I really don't like that one. Let's just stick with these two. Sorry guys. By the way, I am wearing something underneath of here. I'm not naked, I swear. And yes, this is a bralette, which I wouldn't consider a bra. It's basically a sports bra and a bathing suit and a bra combined. Though I wouldn't wear it to a pool. But it covers a ton. Anyways, I am not going to care very much if I get shit for that. So anyways, I used to sing all the time. I was in choirs since the 4th grade. So I first tried out for something in the 4th grade. It was called Spotlight on Young Musicians. And I got picked. So I got to perform with all different grade levels. There were only 4 kids selected from our school, I want to say. And that same thing happened with all the schools, and we made into like one big choir. So that was pretty awesome. And because choir was like a class in elementary school, I guess I really started choir. Like I signed up for music choir class in 6th grade. Then in high school, I joined the show choir in my sophomore year, I want to say. So in my first year, I was in regular choir, and then after that, I was in 2 choirs a year, and I would always like do solos. In the variety shows, they called them, our little like school concerts. And then I applied to a few different schools. Like I'm just an FYI, I'm like not an opera singer, but I sang a lot of opera in choir at the time. And I mean, you're practicing essentially for hours a day. But I had always been more of like a pop, regular music singer. And so I applied to a few different colleges for like their music program, and I basically got denied from all of them. Which was kind of sad, but I think, you know, everything happens for a reason. I've always believed that I can sing, that I have some talent. And it's something that I'm looking to get back into and incorporate into my content somehow. But it's the thing, like I'm a huge perfectionist, and that's the thing that I am the most of a perfectionist on. And I get all butthurt when I get criticized for it. And so I'm just working on building that whole thing up before I think about releasing it. Number 4, if I could change anything about myself, what would it be? Physical appearance wise, I would probably say my nose. I used to get teased about my nose, and I don't know, I would just, I guess, prefer if it was a little bit more petite. Some people love my nose. They're like, oh, it's so cute. It's like a little button nose. And then some people have compared it to like Michael Jackson. And yeah, so a little bit of a bad memory, my nose. But I don't hate it at the same time. I'm not sure if I'd ever like go out of my way to change it. It's just something that I don't necessarily prefer. And then like inside, I have to think of something that I can't already change right now. I was gonna say I wouldn't be late to everything, but I can be doing that right now. Okay, I think I thought of something, and that would be that I wouldn't get bad period cramps every month. How's that? I feel like I was thinking of all these things that I can already change. Like, I'd love to be a morning person, but I feel like, can't I try to just like become a morning person, or is that something that I can't, like, don't have as much control over? If I don't, then I choose become a morning person. And that I would like to work out in the mornings, because holy crap, if I could get myself up every day and work out first thing in the morning, I would do that. But right now, like, I wake up at 8 and then I have to like get myself going, get started. I work out in the afternoon because I do not do well when I first wake up. It takes me like an hour at least. And number 5, what is it that I like and don't like about mukbangs? What I love about mukbang is that it's just so satisfying. Like, nothing has made me crave certain foods more than watching other people eat them. Like Suella ASMR, watching her eat fried chicken with ranch and ketchup, I now eat several things with ranch and ketchup mixed together. So yeah, I love that it makes me crave certain foods. It's actually made me discover like a whole different category of food. I also love eating sounds. Not everyone does, but I really like eating sounds. So mukbang and ASMR, I like that. I like the way somebody like looks while they're eating. Some people look better than others. Obviously, I love when people look like they're enjoying the food. And I sometimes like hearing stories. I love talking to you guys because what I don't like about mukbang is the emphasis on shoving food into your mouth. What I don't like is that people feel like they have to eat an outrageous amount of food on camera in order to please everyone. I think it leads to eating disorders, which lead to a slew of other things. It can make you depressed. And it's just not sustainable unless you're really somebody who eats that much, and some people do. So props to the like OG mukbangers that have a huge appetite and that they really enjoy eating that much every single time they post. But yeah, I don't want people to come to me looking for that kind of stuff. I like adding the value of, you know, trying different products and rating them and reviewing them, trying and reviewing other people's recipes, giving you guys unique, interesting content, like why I do these diet reviews and like cover foods on different diets, because people don't just love noodles. People don't just love like 2 or 3 things. They love so many things. And at least that's how I am. So yeah, that was a long-winded what I do and don't like about mukbang. How awesome is this thing? I told you guys about it before. I got it at Pike Place Market in Seattle. It's legit. Okay, I guess I'm pleasantly surprised. I was expecting the cheese sauces to be better because there's nothing, I mean, you don't need to put gluten in a cheese sauce in order for it to taste good, not like pasta typically. So, a little disappointed in the cheese sauce department, especially Evol and Amy's. Amy's was just like curdly and it didn't taste terrible, but it was definitely not a good representation of what's on the outside of the package. Neither was Trader Joe's really, like none of them looked like they did on the outside of the package, sadly. But at least it was pretty cheesy. Most of the pasta was cooked well and didn't taste like gluten-free pasta. I guess the only downside to this one is that it's got more calories. So this whole thing was 600 and the others were like 400 and something. The Evol, like there's just nothing that I liked about it. Like the bacon flavor wasn't good. The bacon itself wasn't good. The pasta was kind of mushy. The whole thing was kind of gloopy. Would not recommend. And then I did have some people suggest Amy's, but I would not buy it again. It looks like Stouffer's. That's why I got it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the review and also the question and answer portion of the video. If you are not following me on Instagram, my handle is @the_hunger_diaries. Lots of different content there. Put my life in my stories, so if any of that interests you, definitely go check me out there. I just started a TikTok account. I keep saying that I am gonna post on it, and I still haven't really, but I'm going to, so for that reason, you should follow me there, @the_hunger_diaries, no underscores. And of course, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, give me a like, comment below what you liked about it, what you want to see me eat next, and if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to get notified every single time I post a new video, because YouTube doesn't know you the way you do, so you gotta let them know. Yes, I had water, I just didn't need to drink it until now. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you on Thursday for another, and I believe my last, gluten-free mukbang of the month. But there will be more, just not in the next month most likely, but maybe. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.